Welcome to another meditation with Marin from Yes And. Today, I'm supporting you to experience the bliss that already exists. This is such an important part in the goal attainment process because sometimes we are surprised to learn just how many of our goals we have already attained if only we take the time to notice them. So as we start today's meditation, find a comfortable position. Be it seated. I recommend legs uncrossed, feet touching the ground or the surface beneath you. Spine up straight, crown of the head reaching toward the sky, toward the ceiling. Or if you'd like to lay down or stand in a comfortably strong, relaxed position. Really tune into what your body is craving right now and let yourself find that embrace. Take a few deep breaths to settle into this position and to settle into the mental space that we will enter together today. A big inhale through the nose, filling up your whole chest, and exhale out the mouth. A second big breath in, fill up your chest and your back, feel your ribs expand in all directions, and exhale out the mouth. One last time, big breath in, this time filling up your belly, all the way to your fingers and toes, the crown of your head, and exhale, release, shimmy, shake it off, and fully arrive in the now. If they're not already, close your eyes. Take another breath. And then visualize, imagine a bird's eye view of a trail map. What comes to mind for me is almost the Candyland game board. Whatever comes to mind for you is perfect. And from this vantage point, you can see that there are twists and turns. You can see the starting point and the ending point. And you can see there are stops along the way, mile markers or lookouts, celebrations, challenges. This is a map that represents your current goal. Whatever goal comes to mind for you when I say those words. The thing that you are wanting so deeply. The destination you cannot wait to arrive at. The manifestation you have meditated on for days, for weeks, for years. Take a moment to feel how it is to imagine this journey, this trail, this map from a bird's eye view. Rather than being so in it, you can see the whole picture all at once. From this perspective, what stands out to you? How do you feel? What do you notice? That's hard to feel or notice when you're so in the map itself. And then I invite you to focus your attention on the start of this map. And just like in Google Maps, when you zoom into your destination, Visualize, imagine yourself shifting from this bird's eye view and zooming in and landing at the starting line. Where in time and in space does your mind take you? Where was the beginning of this journey for you? Visualize literally being there, your feet on the ground, your hands being able to touch something nearby, your eyes taking in the space around you, the event that's happening, the location, the people. Note what you see here. And delight in remembering where this all began. Various parts of this piece of the story that potentially were forgotten as you moved along your journey. And as you transport yourself back in time to this place, remember how you felt, what you were thinking, what you believed at this point of the journey. Were you afraid? Were you excited? Were you energized? Or totally overwhelmed? Were you certain that it was going to unfold a specific way? Did you have something in mind for exactly what this journey would look like, whether or not it ended up being that way? Take a breath to appreciate this starting point. Take it in for one more moment. Send gratitude to the version of you that stood here at one point in time. And then imagine yourself floating back, zooming back out to again that bird's eye view of this journey map. As if you're floating into the sky. And once more, you can see the big picture. As you look at the big picture once more, notice on this map, what is one point in time, one milestone, one event that was challenging that you've experienced on this journey so far? Notice where it lands on the map, at what point in time on that journey. And then just like we did with the starting point, zoom in, allow yourself to venture to that point of the journey. Bring yourself to that moment in time, that location, that space. Plant your feet on the ground that depicts this challenging time. Where were you? What was going on around you? Who was around you? Look around and take it in. This challenging point along your journey. And what stands out to you here as you remember this point in the process? What's your most obvious feeling when you travel back to this point in time? What do you remember thinking or believing about this situation? Take a big breath here. Look around one more time as we revisit this point of your journey and send some appreciation to the version of you that experienced this challenge. And send appreciation again that you're able to revisit it, to remember it, even now that it's past. And then once more, leave this moment in time, this milestone on your journey, zoom back out to the bird's eye view of your goal map. Once more, making out the entire journey from start to finish, seeing the zigzags, the full picture. And now zooming in one more time, this time to the finish line, to the goal you so wish to achieve, to the fulfillment, to the happiness, to the outcome that you long for. Just like we did with the other 2 points in time, zoom in and land your feet in a location, in a space, in a way that makes sense for how you imagine this finish line for this specific journey, for this specific goal to feel like. And again, look around. What is here? Who is here? Is there an event happening? Is there an object here that represents crossing the finish line, that represents making it? And then debatably most important, how do you feel here when you really let yourself imagine that you have landed at the finish line? What does it feel like? What emotions run through your body? What is your posture? What desires are present? A desire to celebrate, or a desire for a next step or a new milestone? How do you show up here differently than you did at the other 2 milestones we zoomed in on? More confidently, with more exuberance, with more peace, with less worry or frustration. Celebrate this space, enjoy it for another breath. And then for a final time today, imagine your feet floating off the ground wherever they were at that finish line and coming back to the big picture, that full journey map. It zigzags back and forth. It has a start and a finish and lots of celebrations and challenges along the way. And now imagine that map dissipating. Imagine it becoming blurry, until you can't make it out anymore. And in its place is your favorite color or a different picture that makes you feel at ease and that helps you to return slowly to the present moment. And before coming out of this meditation, notice right now, in the present moment, how all three of these parts are already within you. Even if you hadn't fully experienced one of these parts, maybe it seems like you haven't arrived at that finish line, and yet notice how you just experienced the finish line. And so it is also here in some way. Your ability to taste that bliss, to have that thing before you can even tangibly hold it in your hands, it still felt almost just as real. And also notice your ability to see a journey map, to see the zigs and zags, to consider the challenges and celebrations you could visit along that journey. And invite that knowledge and your experience of that today in these few minutes as trust in yourself, as assurance in what you desire and your ability to navigate anything that comes along with that desire. And invite a mantra to take home with you from today's meditation. Potentially, I trust this journey. Or it is already here. Or I am already experiencing what I want. Allow a phrase, a word to come to mind for you. And then breathe in that phrase, embody it with our 3 final breaths together today. I trust this journey with a big breath in. Exhale, release. I already have, in some capacity, what I so deeply want, with a big breath in. And exhale, release. And your last breath together today, whatever phrase or word feels true for you, big breath in. Full breath out. Thank you for joining me today for another meditation. I have an entire playlist on this channel for more meditations based in positive psychology and my decision coaching practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Comment your experience below. Let me know what type of meditation or training you would like to see next on this channel. And I look forward to communicating with you there.